complexity. Matrix multiplications are more expensive than matrix additions or subtractions. If you are using matrix multiplication operators, then we will get the more time complexity instead of additions and subtractions. So Strassen's, what she has done is, Strassen has discovered new formulas. In that formulas, only 7 multiplications and 18 additions or subtractions only. So before that, in divide and conquer, 8 multiplication operators are there, but Strassen has reduced by 7. In this Strassen's method, he has discovered formulas. In that formulas, only 7 multiplications operators and 18 additions or subtractions, so that he has reduced the time complexity. His method involves computing 7 n by n matrices, m1, m2, m3, m4, m5, m6, m7. So these are the formulas he has found. So using that formulas, he calculated the time complexity. So these are the formulas. Strassen found these formulas m1, m2, m3, m4, m5, m6, m7. In these formulas, only 7 multiplication operators are there. So 18 additions and subtractions. So he has reduced the one multiplication operator, so that he has reduced the time complexity also. So these are the formulas for the calculating the time complexity. Using this, C11 equal to m1 plus m4 minus m5 plus m7, C12 equal to m3 plus m5, C21 equal to m2 plus m4, C22 equal to m1 plus m3 minus m2 plus m6. So using these formulas, the time complexity is, the resulting recurrence relation is, for T of n is T1 equal to, for n less than or equal to C1. So before earlier I said the time complexity, the recurrence relation for the divide and conquer is 8 into T of n by 2 C to n square. Here only 7, because he has reduced the multiplications operators to 7. So that's 7 into T of n by 2 C to n square for n greater than 2. So by solving these recurrence relation, then we will get the time complexity is order of n power 2.81. So the by observing the time complexity is order of n power 2.81 only. So for the general basic matrix multiplication, the time complexity is order of n cube. For the divide and conquer, the time complexity is order of n cube. For using Strassen's matrix multiplication, the time complexity is order of n power 2.81. Little bit time complexity has reduced by the Strassen's, by found the 7 formulas. Using that formulas, he has reduced the time complexity. So this is the divide and conquer. Next we will see the example. So how to do we multiply 2 by 2 matrices? So this is the process to multiply 2 matrices. 1 into 3 plus 2 into 1 into 3 plus 2 into 1, that equal to 5. Next 1 into 5 plus 2 into 4, so 13. 3 into 3 plus 4 into 1, 3 into 5 plus 4 into 4, 31. So the resultant matrix will be 5, 13, 13, 31. So this is the basic general matrix multiplication. So using Strassen's, how to do the process? So he has found 7 formulas. Using that 7 formulas, we will find out the answer. So for example, these are the 2 matrices, 2 by 2, 2 by 2. The resultant matrix is 2 by 2. So these are the formulas we are using. For the C11, formula is m1 plus m4 minus m5 plus m7, C12 m3 plus m5, C21 C22. So using that, we can find out the result. In that, only 7 multiplication operator, 18 additions and subtractions. So these are the examples. Using these examples, then we will get the clarity. So what I am trying to say is, here we will see the matrix multiplication. First one is basic matrix multiplication. Second one is using divide and conquer, how to multiply the 2 matrices or more than 1. And third one is using Strassen's, how to multiply the 2 matrices of the size 2 by 2 or greater than 2 by 2. So for the basic matrix multiplication, the time complexity is order of n cube. In the basic matrix multiplication, the code having is 3 for loops, so that the time complexity is order of n cube. Using divide and conquer, there are 4 formulas are there: C11, C12, C21, C22. In that 4 formulas, 8 multiplication operators are there. 8 multiplication operators. If the divide and conquer, if the size of the matrix is greater than 2 by 2, then we will divide the matrix into sub matrices and we will divide the matrix into sub matrices until we will get the 2 by 2 and apply these 4 formulas. For these four formulas also, the time complexity is order of n cube only, because here we are using 8 multiplication operators. The third one is Strassen's matrix multiplication. So in Strassen's matrix multiplication, he has found 7 formulas. That formulas are M1 to M7. So in these formulas, he is using only 7 multiplication operators. 7 multiplication operators and 18 additions and subtractions operators. So he has reduced the multiplication operators. Before that, there are 8 multiplication operators are there. So Strassen has reduced to 7 multiplication operators by finding the new formulas M1 to M7. So that the time complexity also reduced to order of n power 2.81. So Strassen has reduced the time complexity. The time complexity is order of n power 2.81. So these are the examples for the finding the Strassen's matrix multiplication. Thank you.